What's up, everybody? I'm InfernalColonel, and welcome back to another Sega Classics Wednesday. It's been way too long since we streamed some Genesis games. Taking a few weeks off here to play a couple of other games, get involved with the Fallout 76 beta, played some of the Fallout 76 launch as well, had some family vacations for Thanksgiving. All kinds of fun stuff going on. But today it's time to get back into it. Get back to our roots. Get back to our early to mid 90s Sega Genesis RPG action. We're about, I want to say maybe 2/3, maybe 3/4 of the way through our Shining Force 2 playthrough. And today we're going to be continuing it. I'm going to try to get to the end of part 3, kind of complete the whole continent of Parmecia here with finishing off North Parmecia. Pretty sure we'll be able to do that. We'll see if we can get some headway going into part 4 as well. But yeah, let's see how long these battles take. They can drag on a bit in this game. As you can see here, we've got the full collection of Sega Genesis classics that are available on Steam. Quite a few different games to play through. We did a Shining Force 1 playthrough. That's all up on YouTube. This is our Shining Force 2 playthrough, which we will be, I'd say, completing in the next 2-3 weeks. Most likely we'll be finishing this up, certainly before the end of the year. And then we're going to probably get into some other games here on our Sega Classics Wednesdays streams. I definitely want to get at least a couple of streams of Toe Jam and Earl in. Probably take 2 streams to finish one playthrough of that game. Might do some Streets of Rage. We got the whole series here. We got some Golden Axe. Got Phantasy Star 2 through 4. What's up, Stylin'? Thanks for dropping by, man. Just talking about some of the other games we got coming up here on the Sega Classics Wednesdays playthroughs. We've got a whole slew of games to play through. Some of these I've never played before. Some like Altered Beast we may have to dedicate a stream, or at least part of a stream to, just to kind of relive those classic moments. We got the Cap Attack. We got Comic Zone. The fun never ends when it comes to all these Sega games we've got lined up. But today it's going to be Shining Force 2. So let's get this going. I can't remember if I saved via the in-game save or... Okay, I did. You can save within the emulator here if you ever want to save at a point where you don't have like an in-game save option available. But since these slots are empty, I'm pretty sure we're in the game. I know, man, the digital collection's amazing. And dude, it was on sale during the last Steam sale. Not the current one, I don't think, but the last one, it was on sale for like 15 bucks or something. Maybe even 10 bucks. You could get all those games for almost nothing when it comes down to it. But yeah, it's been about 3 weeks since we played this, so I'm gonna have to re-familiarize myself with some of these controls real quick. Forgive me if we go a little slow in the beginning. How's your day going, Silent? Stuck at work still? This is, I believe, the city of Pacalon, Pacalon Castle. We've already kind of completed what we needed to do here. Let me see how the stream quality is looking. For some reason, this game gives my PC hell. I could play like modern games no problem, but when it comes to these 16-bit games, I have serious issues sometimes. But it looks good today. 3 hours to watch the stream. Nice, man. Well, I will make sure to fill those hours with a whole lot of fighting and dying. Hopefully more fighting than dying. So yeah, this is Pacalon. We are currently in North Parmecia, which is kind of the northern half of this continent that we're on. And our goal today is to get off North Parmecia, finish up this whole section of the game, and get back to where we started the game on Grans Island. So the very first thing we're going to do, before we can progress any further in the game, I know, man, dwarves. Let me see what we got. Let me see what kind of dwarves we got going here. I don't think we have any on our bench. This is our bench right now. I think it's just Jaha these days. He's our only dwarf. But we're about to get another one. I'm actually on my way right now to get another dwarf. We're gonna go back to Creed's mansion. I have no idea if I'm going the right way. The map in this game is so large, and it's kind of got a little bit of an open world feel to it, so you can go back and forth places you've already been. You can actually even go between the continents. We used to have a raft that we could get around these rivers with, but I don't know what happened to it. Now we got this weird shell-looking thing that we travel in. But yeah, we're going to Creed's mansion. I gotta remember to try to hug the walls so we don't get any of the random intercontinental fights. But yeah, just wait till you see this new dwarf we're gonna get, man. He's got quite the appearance. Alright. Like I said, this is gonna take me a few minutes to kind of remember where to go here, because we're kind of retracing our steps to get back to an area we were earlier in the game, called Creed's Mansion. And Creed is a lesser devil, I want to say. He's some kind of demon, but he's kind of like a friendly demon. And he has a mansion here on the southwest corner of North Parmecia. And there's a point in the game earlier where you're at his mansion, and the game gives you a choice between 4 characters, and you can only pick one of them. But we've reached enough progress into the game now that we can actually go back and get the other 3 characters. So that's our mission right now. I have no idea where I'm going, I just know it's somewhere to the southwest, so... Gonna do my best to not get lost along the way. I think we've got to go down here. So you can get in this little caravan thing. Travel on the river. I think we have to go over here. There's a hidden elven town here. You see this little green patch right here above us? Easy to miss this, but this is a secret, I guess semi-secret town that you can get to. It's an elven town, and it's got all kinds of hidden treasures and stuff. We already did that earlier in the game. Oh, God. No. I think by going into that town I triggered this battle. I gotta remember I gotta hug the north side of this map to not trigger this battle. I wonder if I cast egress if it will take us all the way back to Pacalon. Legolas does live there. So does Hans the Archer from Shining Force 1. Probably not though, because he's probably dead since this is like 100 or 200 years after the first game. Although elves live a long time, so you never know, man. I'm just trying to think if we should fight through this. Probably not, it's going to be a huge waste of time. I'm just going to speed through this and egress back. Like I said, this might take a couple of attempts. Yeah, we're all the way back in Pacalon, but that's okay. At least I kind of know where to go. I'll do my best to not make this take any longer than necessary, but it's totally worth it to go back and get these 3 extra characters, so... A bit of a side trip, but I'm gonna do it. I'm not trying to like 100% this game, but I can't leave characters on the table. Yeah, it's easy to miss. I actually walked right by it when I was playing this playthrough. Fortunately, I had someone in chat that helped me find it. It's all gonna be worth it when you see this dwarf though, dude. This dwarf is amazing. He's better than all the dwarves in Shining Force 1 put together. And that's a bold statement. Gotta find that river again. Won't make the same mistake twice. Hey Bijou, what's up? Welcome back to the stream, how you doing? Oh no. Getting stuck in all these battles, unfortunately. How's your day going, Bijou? Are you a Sega Genesis Classics fan at all? These are the games I grew up with. Styling as well, I believe. Alright, we'll give this like a couple more tries to get back to this area. If we keep running into these battles, we may just progress the story a little bit and try to come back here later. thing is, there's all these random battles that happen as you're crossing these different areas in the map. And some of them have like a percentage chance of triggering. And others you can avoid entirely by hugging like the sides of the map. So I'm gonna try to do that a little bit more this time. She could have egressed on bad dates, right? It's a life spell right there. Grinding in Final Fantasy. Nice. I have to check that game out. It looks amazing. I never played it, but I'd love to sometime. So that's 14. That's not the one that came out, like, that's not the last one that came out, right? That was 15? But 14 is the more... Is it multiplayer? I think we went over this on your stream, but I haven't played a Final Fantasy game since 7, so... 14 is the MMO. Nice. I kind of want to check out 15, but maybe I'll check out 14 too. Gotta be careful with those MMOs. I've lost many a year of my life to them before. I'm doing well though. Just kind of got off work and oh my gosh. These battles. This battle isn't even going in the right direction. It's like going back the other direction. Maybe, I guess I have to go along the southern path here. 15 has a lot of stuff to do and amazing graphics, but the MMO is where it's at. I can understand that. Things are always better when you have other people to share them with. That's kind of why I like Fallout 76, despite all of its huge issues. At the end of the day, it's hard to match the value of being able to share what you've accomplished and what you enjoy doing with other people. Nothing wrong with exploring other roles online. I would highly encourage it. But yeah, it is a good idea to get back into Final Fantasy. I'm gonna have to seriously consider that, even if it's off stream. I'm gonna give Fallout 76 a few more weeks at the least, probably a few more months before I give up on it completely. I'm trying to outlast the horde of other people that are streaming that game to get to a point where maybe it's a little bit less crowded space, because I think there's a lot to offer. That game has a lot to offer if they can fix a few of the issues. Be continuing to stream that on Fridays for the foreseeable future, but I kind of had stopped playing Sega Classics for a bit to kind of dedicate some time to the beta and around the launch of that game, and can't tell you how much I'm happy to be back playing classic Sega games. I know they're not the most exciting thing to watch on stream, but there really is no other type of game that gives me more nostalgia and more just like good feels. Game volume be turned down a little? Yes, I believe it can. One sec. This emulator is very finicky, so hopefully I won't mess anything up here. Audio settings, there we go. Game volume. Let's just turn everything down to a 2. Yeah, I play a lot of Overwatch and I can completely understand that. Great game, terrible community. Full screen. You can actually play this emulator in virtual reality. Yeah, no worries, let me know if that's any better. It's easier to adjust the game sound than the mic volume. If I try to turn up the volume on my mic, it starts going crazy. It's all kinds of clipping. Does not work out well. I found I think the kind of the sweet spot where it actually works without that red light flashing at me all the time. Alright, we'll give this one last chance here. If we don't get there, maybe 2 chances. But I don't want to spend too much more time trying to go back here. What we're doing right now is basically going back to an earlier part of the game to unlock some characters that we kind of passed up. We were able to choose one of 4 characters from this particular location earlier in the game. Is this New Grand Seal? This is New Grand Seal. I think I need to go south. And now basically we're going to go back and get the other 3 characters. Alright, so far so good. We actually made it here without getting that last battle that we kept running into. Now I just have to be super careful. I think I need to hug the north wall here. That's what we're going to try. I'm going to do this super carefully. If you stay along the wall, you have a much lower chance of triggering these battles. Alright, we need to go in this cave. Hold on one sec. My chat just disconnected, so apologies if anyone's chatting and I'm not seeing it right now. I'm trying to reconnect it right now. First world problems. Alright, I think chat is back. Sorry if I missed anything. Yeah, no worries, Bijou. Thank you for being here at all. I really appreciate you stopping by to say hello. Hope to see you again soon. I will definitely be popping by your stream as soon as I can. For sure, yeah, we'll be going for the next 3 hours or so. So, more than welcome to come back. If not, I'll see you soon. Alright, the problem in this game is there's no mini-map. So, like, you really kind of have to do this all by memory. And I am trying to remember whether I have to go north or south here. Oh god. Oh my god. These battles are brutal. Let me just see real quick. Okay, this is Creed's mansion, I'm pretty sure. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna fight through this battle. Because otherwise we're gonna have to go back and try all this again. But instead of doing that, I think we're just gonna get there. I could Google the map. I'm trying to do this as blind as I can. It's more fun for me that way, but yeah, if it's not the map so much, because I kind of know the direction I want to go, which was like southwest. But it's more like, did I need to hug the north or the south once I got here? But it's okay. We should be like way over leveled for this fight, so it should go pretty quick. I'm not going to be super conservative or anything. But basically we'll do this fight, we'll head to Creed's mansion over there, we'll get 3 new characters, and then I'm hoping we can just egress right back to Pacalon where we were. Yeah, I hear you. I have nothing against using maps either. I'm just, for my own personal sake of enjoying this game as much as I can, I'm trying to do it as blind as possible. I'm not trying to impress anyone, I'm not trying to achieve any kind of weird, you know, I'm not trying to do like a particular type of run for any achievement purposes. I just like the game is more interesting to me when I get lost. But I, at the same time, kind of understand that it's not much fun to watch someone walk the same route 15 times in a row, so... Fortunately, we made it here. Should be good to go for now. Because basically, once we get these characters, we'll be able to get back to where we started today, and then it's just a short hop north to kind of continue the progress into the game. And I think we only have, maybe after this, we'll only have 2 or 3 more fights before we get to the end of this chapter. Level 2 Dow, these guys are done for. I love this guy, the summoner, he's the sorcerer, he's got the best spells. Talking about Final Fantasy, this is like a Final Fantasy-esque spell. Obviously the graphics aren't quite there, but the whole summoning concept. Usually I'd try to keep my guys from getting too separated, but I'm not too worried here. We're a little bit OP. This fight we're doing now is from, I don't even know, it's from like basically close to the beginning of the chapter we're on right now. We're just kind of replaying it so we can get back to this area. But we're probably about 5 or 10 levels above where we would normally be when we're doing this fight. As you can tell from the fact that we're getting 1 experience point for killing these things. Did she reach him? Nah. Almost. We're gonna have some serious choices to make here soon though. We just got our second healer, which is this guy, this Vicar, Freja, which is awesome because we've had 1 healer all game long. We just got this guy, this is our first battle with him actually, and we're actually about to get another healer from this town over here. But we're gonna have to make some choices because you can only have 12 characters in your group. I'm pretty sure I don't need 3 healers. I do want 2. And there were definitely some characters that I was happy to take out of my party. I mean, I like all the characters, but there were a few that I wasn't too sad about losing. But we've gotten to the point where we've thinned out the herd enough that every single character I have in my group right now I absolutely love. So someone's gonna have to take the fall for some of these new guys. I know everybody and their mother would recommend that we take Cosmo out of the group because he's kind of weak compared to some of the other characters, but I've already committed to keeping him there. So we've got some tough choices to make, but we'll get through it. I'm keeping this guy too, the Ninja Rat. Never have enough Ninja Rats. Keeping the Phoenix. Probably keeping the Werewolf as well. Although I'm open to dropping Geralt. I think it's more likely we're going to drop one of our mages. We've got 2 summoners right now. We've got Taya and Kazan. Probably don't need both of them. Man, aside from that, I don't know who we'll drop. It's a little bit easier for me in Shining Force 1 when I do playthroughs of that game, because I've played through that game, I don't know, like a dozen times probably. So I kind of am happy to just choose whatever characters, play with new folks. I have played this game once before when I was a kid, but I don't really remember much of it. Makes it a lot harder to choose. This is my favorite spell in the whole game. That Dragon Ball effect. Man, this fight is really not even worth doing. Getting no XP. It's funny because after this fight, we're gonna have the fight at Moun. And that's gonna feel super hard in comparison. I guess this is a good warm-up. Shining Force 1 changed the game for you? Turn-based all day? Yeah. This is definitely my favorite type of RPG, at least like when it comes to old school RPGs. I do have a soft spot for open world FPS games, like Fallout. But yeah, I could play games like this, like XCOM, pretty much anytime. I still haven't gotten the new XCOM expansion. It's been out for a while now. I guess it's not new anymore. But I beat XCOM 2, the kind of the underlying game, the base game. I don't know if they added enough in the expansion to make it worth replaying the whole game. I'll give it a shot sometime. It's been on sale recently too, but I think I'm gonna wait for like a bigger sale. Nice, I was hoping to get the flame attack. That's his special attack. Ton of damage. He's still getting experience at least. A few of our characters are kind of under-leveled, so... Got a bunch of guys that are like level 12 after promotion or higher. And we've got our Rat Ninja, our turtle monster. A couple others that are still need some have some catching up to do. Jaha is another one of our super powerful characters. That's the other thing too, some of our decisions on which characters to take and which to leave behind are probably going to have to be based on levels. This fight is kind of a walkover, but when we get back into the kind of the current point of the story that we're at, see how much harder it is, and a lot of our lower characters will get one shot pretty quickly, so don't really want to waste a spot in the group on a guy who's going to spend 90% of the fight dead. Normally I'd be a little bit more careful with my movements here, but we're so OP at this point that I'll just go as far as I can. I like that every character in this game has their own evasion animation. Yeah, it's pretty common practice in Shining Force games to kind of go back and redo fights to kind of grind out some extra XP for your guys, but we haven't really had the need to do that so far this playthrough. Hey, Davey Socks, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate that. Alright, we're back to Creed's mansion. These are the dudes we came back to get. Let's see what's going on here, though. Adler is the weird kid we left behind, the blind guy. Creed is the demon. Apparently he's fallen into the ocean. We'll chat with those dudes in a sec. I just want to see if there's anyone else we need to talk to. Alright, so this goes down to the shrine. I don't think we need to go down there. Alright, let's do what we came for. Collect our heroes. There's our third healer. So now we've got a priest, a vicar, and a master monk, and probably go with the vicar and the master monk for the short term, but I think Karn is actually a pretty good character, so we might add her later. This is the dwarf. This one's for you, Stylin. Look at that guy. Look at that face. Who couldn't love that face? Randolph the warrior. And ho-hum, another centaur knight. I know, that guy's a legit dwarf. We may have to pick him just for you. Alright, so we got Eric the Knight. I'm so over centaur knights at this point when it comes to the series, but we're probably going to use one of them. We got the Pegasus wing. We could turn one of them into a Pegasus Knight. So we'll see who's the highest level and probably just go with them. Yeah, Randolph has definitely seen some things. I like his little pirate hat, bandana, whatever it is. All right, let's egress. I'm hoping this will take us back to Pacalon. Nice, it did. Okay, so we're back where we started the day. I don't think anyone died, right? Yo, Kalini, what's up, man? How you doing? Welcome back to the stream. Hope your necromancer's still doing well. Alright, so we do have the Pegasus wing. Let's see who we can promote here. The thing is, we already just got a Pegasus Knight. We got this guy, Jaro. And he's a level 12 Pegasus Knight. So maybe we should just take him. But we could promote Rick. No, yeah, Rick, Eric. All these guys have like the same name. You're eating dinner? Nice, man. What are you having for dinner? Could promote Chester as well. So one of these guys is going to become a Pegasus Knight. I don't know if we're even going to end up using them, but... Anybody have a preference? They're all level 20, so they're all promotable. This is the guy we just got. Rick. Alright. We're going Rick. Oh wait, or did you mean Eric? They all have the same name, it's hard to tell. You recommend Eric then? I kind of have a soft spot for Chester because he's like one of the first characters you get, and he has literally spent 85% of his time dead since we started playing this game. All our knights are pretty underleveled. Yeah, so we probably should just use Jaro, right? If we're going to use a Pegasus Knight. But I want to promote somebody. So we're going to use Eric, I guess. We might as well. He's the highest level one. I don't know if we're actually going to use him, but... Eric is now Rick. There we go. Who else did we just get? We got Karna. We got Randolph. Yeah, I'm not even sure if we're gonna end up using any of these guys. They'll have terrible weapons too. Alright, so Karna, I think we're gonna hold off on promoting Karna at this point. Kinda wanna make her into a Master Monk at some point, and we don't have another Vigor Ball yet because we already used one on Sarah, I think her name is. Yeah, so we'll hold off on promoting Karna. Question is Randolph. I think we'll promote Randolph, we might as well. We already have a Baron, so this one's for you, Stylin. Our first Dwarven Gladiator. Now he'll do that spinny attack. This is kind of late in the game to be promoting people. Whoever we take with us can be a little bit underpowered. But yeah, we've got some decisions to make. I do want to get my second healer in here. That's kind of the no-brainer. Let's go check out the weapons shop here, if there is one. I think we're kind of low on funds, unfortunately. If I recall correctly. Got 19,000. Although, I wonder if it's probably worth waiting, since I'm sure we'll be at a new town pretty soon. Might not be worth buying anything here. Yeah, we're gonna hold off for now. For now, we're just gonna add our second healer to the group. Probably at the expense of one of the sorcerers. I'm really tempted to take Randolph just for his picture. I just want to look at that picture all day. I think he blinks too. I'm in a staring contest right now. I think he's gonna win. Okay, he won. Thought for sure he was gonna blink. Alright, so we're taking Sarah with us. Everyone else here I think can be left behind for now. We'll make some decisions later. Who are we gonna leave behind? I think Jaha is kind of a permanent fixture at this point because he's super capable. I like Kazan. We're not losing the Ninja Rat, keeping the Monster, keeping the Phoenix. I like Mei too. She's kind of like... She's probably replaceable, but She's been with us pretty long as well, and I enjoy her. I think Road might be replaceable as well. He has a really cool attack animation. We could replace Taya as well, so it's really going to be one of those. It's either going to be Road or Taya, I think, at this point. I think I'm going to replace Taya since we already have another sorcerer. She's high enough level that we could probably go back to her if we want to at some point. Alright, I'm going to check our item stash real quick as well. So I think it's about time that we start using some of the stat potions that we have. Actually, you know what? I'm going to hold off just a little bit longer on those, just in case we change up our group here. Alright, so we're on our way to Moun. I think it's northwest from here. Hopefully we don't trigger any battles on the way. Alright, we're officially making progress again. Alright, so we need to take this battle a little bit more seriously than the last one. These guys do pack a punch. Is that a Hellhound? Cerberus. Some golems. Got the devil himself. I know, this is a legit battle compared to the last one. I'm trying to think, should we split in half and kind of go west and north? Let's try that. Send a couple of tanks in each direction. I love how strong the main character is in this game. Such a change of pace from Shining Force 1. I guess he can be strong in the first game too, if you focus on him. Send Jaha up to the north. He'll be like our main tank going up there. Send Peter with him. These two guys together can pretty much take on anything. Give him some range support. I think pretty much everyone else. We'll send one healer up there as well. Everyone else is going to go west. Screech is our new bird person. We had Luke for most of the game here, but Screech was recently added to the party, and he just looks a lot cooler than Luke. We also rescued him as a baby, so we've got a sentimental attachment to him. Let's just get this party started. I'm not too worried about losing a few characters here and there. Although one thing I really do want to do someday, it's not going to be anytime too soon, but I really want to get a, I want to do a run of either Shining Force 1 or 2, where if a character dies, you just never raise them. See how far I could get with that. Permadeath. I know he like tried to fly when he was a baby in Beto, the bird town, and fell right on our heads. Apparently that was enough to save his life. We'll be careful with Cosmo here. We've leveled him up enough and given him enough stat potions that he no longer has like single-digit health, but he can still die in like 1 or 2 spells. Slade too. Slade and Cosmo are really the 2 characters we have to babysit a little bit. Oh, that was poor positioning on my part. Permadeath except Peter. Good call. Phoenix never dies. Has there ever been a permadeath speedrun? Or I guess in the speedruns they probably don't die. to have the whole thing mapped out. Can this one-shot him? We'll try level 2 now. I should be able to one-shot him. Fight. These north guys are way far away. Shazam indeed. Oh man. In the speedrun we killed Chester in Battle 2 intentionally. Do you leave him dead? Chester dies pretty much every battle I have him in anyway, but I don't think I've ever gotten him intentionally killed. He would easily be leading our team in deaths if we had stuck with him. I think he had like 12 deaths before we dropped him from the party, and that was pretty early in the game. I like that there's a death counter in this game. Until he's rezzed after battle 4 by the story. Interesting. Is that to have like an empty spot on the map, or on the battle map? So you have fewer characters to go through? Probably not going to need all her healing, so I'm just going to use it. Everyone's rezzed after Battle 4? Interesting. Is that the only point in the game where everyone gets rezzed, or is that like a periodic thing? Somebody's gotta need heals, right? I'm just gonna heal the healer. Also after escaping from the Grand Seal on the ship. Okay. So basically like major cutscenes. Hey, what was that? The mage staff? Got to check and make sure I had open inventory slots on my characters. These guys are so hard. Mage staff. Nice. Can sorcerers use that, hopefully? I don't think I have any actual wizards in my party. Alright, this is good. We really need to get Slade levels. We're gonna stick with him for the long run. He actually does okay damage still, considering he's only level 3, but kinda need him to catch up. I might use some stat potions on him. Whoa. New spell. Sorcerer can use everything Wiz can. Awesome. Thankfully, Jaha's quite the tank, or he'd be in a lot of trouble right now. What's this new spell we got? Katon. I have never seen that before in my life. Hopefully it only takes 4 magic. try it this battle. Nothing else to the south here. So just wrap around. I'm gonna use this on him. Just wanna make sure he doesn't die. So nice to have 2 healers now. This is literally the first battle in the entire game where we've had 2 healers. Never going back to 1. I'm actually gonna put him here so the healer can reach him. I'm hoping he gets aura at some point. Nice. I really need an area heal. I've got a couple of, like, showers or whatever. Healing showers. I'm gonna try to save those. Oh no! It's less than ideal. Freya learns aura levels faster than Karna. Cool. Yeah, we're gonna have to decide what to do with Karna if we're gonna take her over Sarah. I'm not like trying to build the optimal team. We'll see how it goes. Alright, so whatever I was just saying about having 2 healers is officially down the drain. Now that Sarah's had a little early difficulty here, I think this whole team on the north is just gonna get wiped. Man, these guys, pretty much everything on this map does almost one-shot, even our good characters. I'm actually going to bring him over here. I'm going to regroup a little bit. Alright, so the real question is, can Peter just wipe these guys by himself? And I think the answer is probably yes. Good to see there is an item shop here and a weapon shop, so we will be buying some new weapons after this battle. So Kalini, what's the speed record for this game? I'm pretty sure it will end up taking me about like 2 months by the time all is said and done. And that's like 2 months of like 3 or 4 hours a week, so I'm gonna say probably 30 plus hours by the time I'm done with this. I think you said it was like, so like 5 or 6 hours or something? It's crazy. This is a long game. 5:21:41. Wow. That's about how long it takes me to do like 2 or 3 battles. Bring him back to get healed. What does this do? Nothing. I have no idea what most of the items do. It seems like a lot of the weapons in this game have effects, but I'm not sure what they are. It's almost not even worth healing for this little. I'm gonna get one shot either way. There goes Jaha. Ninja staff can drain a small amount of MP from an enemy. Interesting. Doesn't seem like that would ever be worth using. Instead of healing? I don't know, maybe it could be. Hey, Duga. This is indeed not a speedrun, but I'm glad that it's your favorite game. It's one of my favorites of all time, too. Welcome to the stream. We've got a speedrunner here in chat, so we're kind of representing both worlds. But no, I'm about as slow as you can get with this game. I'm trying to savor it. I've only played this once before, and it was a long time ago when I was a kid. Ugh. I hate those counterattack deaths. We're getting a little thin on characters here for the amount of enemies that are still left. Especially considering our healer heals like 15 at a time. I guess we'll keep healing Geralt. Mr. Creed's Mansion, did you get Karna? Yeah, we actually just went back to Creed's Mansion right before this fight and got the extra 3 characters, Karna, Randolph, and Eric. We're not using any of them right now though. Yeah, definitely need to get Aura for sure. Pretty sure we're gonna die during this battle at some point, but I kind of want to save this guy so that one of our lower level characters can finish him off, but I think that might be being a little bit greedy, but let's take a chance. Yeah, good call for sure. I mean, this is our first battle with Freyja, so, or actually I guess our second, because we did do the battle on the way back to Creed's Mansion. Too bad Sarah died. I think she's got to be our leader in deaths at this point. Because she's been with us pretty much from the beginning as well. And she dies literally every fight. This is a frightening group of enemies. Every single one of these guys can basically one-shot all our characters. Karna's the best healer in the game. When she gets to 35, she gets Aura 4. Good to know. So yeah, I'm waiting to get another Vigor Ball so that I can promote Karna to Master Monk. So we're probably going to use Sarah until then, and then we'll probably swap Sarah out for Karna after that. Hopefully that's not too long from now. Alright, well, Cosmo's pretty much going to die no matter what we do, so I'm going to hope he special attacks this guy to death. Nope. I just hope those guys don't come down. We're gonna have enough trouble with these 4. Man, he's got good defense too, and that still almost one-shot him. Time for some Bolt. Probably should have moved back and done that, but fingers crossed we'll live through this. It's not the end of the world if we have to repeat a battle. Probably could use the XP at this point. We're gonna just try to thin out the herd as much as we can. Or I could just knock this guy out. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Don't want to get sneak attacked from behind. Oh no! Come on, May. Needed you. And the range on this guy is not so good. Card has boost though, nice. I think we have the power ring on somebody. I don't remember, it must be on Cosmo here. So much for that. So Fraser learns Aura 4 at 32, so alright. 20, was that 29? No, 19 levels to go. Stream math. Not recommended. Alright, so I think this is really going to come down to if we can keep the main character alive. And this is a lot of enemies to chew through. We need to get somebody dead as soon as possible. I think I'm going to just... hope the Cerberus dies. I don't think it will. Yeah, not even close. It's been 3 weeks since I played this game, so my estimations of people's strength is way off right now. Alright, what's this do? You can't even cast it. Okay. Did we give Chester his wings? I was seriously tempted to, because I have a soft spot for Chester, but we ended up giving him to Eric. So he could become quote-unquote Air Rick. Shoutouts to Kalini for that name. And we also have Jaro, so we have 2 Pegasus Knights right now. We're not using either one of them. And I'm trying to decide if it's worth even attacking with this guy or if I should just use a healing item. If we have to keep him alive. Yeah, I'm like I've played a lot of, this is not good by the way, oh wow, I can't believe it's dry that. I played a lot of Shining Force 1, so I've used my fair share of Centaur Knights, and I'm so sick of them at this point that I'll pretty much use any character but a Centaur Knight. I haven't used a Pegasus Knight though yet, so maybe I'll try one of them out. Our forces are dwindling pretty quick here. We can't egress either because we already used Bolt level 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just kind of go south here and... Is there a way to like get out of the fight if you don't have egress? Like, can I take the main character back to the entrance? Will that exit the fight? It did in Shining Force 1, but I'm not sure how that works in this game. We have to take this guy out. I'm hoping we can kill him. It will not? Okay, so we have to finish the fight with the characters we have here. Unless we have an Angel Wing. Honestly, we probably earned enough. We'll earn enough money in this fight that losing half our gold is not a big deal. I don't think we have an Angel Wing though. I had a couple, but I think I sold them to make space. Unless May happens to have one. Nope. I probably should carry one with me, right? Alright, so at this point, since there's no way for us to leave the fight, we might as well just take as many of them with us as we can. I think we'll, when we redo this fight, we won't split up next time. We'll just keep everybody kind of in the same area. Alright, we're definitely using our stat potions though before this next fight. Can I clone this guy somehow? Is there like a dupe hero button? Rip road. I was hoping he'd survive one more turn to kill that archer, but no such luck. Alright, can we get 2 more kills? I think we're definitely gonna get 1. Take this guy out and hopefully we can get that archer too. I wonder who the boss of this fight is. That probably would have been the smart move, would be to go try to kill the boss. Must be that dude with the horns, right? Alright, so unless we get totally screwed by RNG, we should at least get 1 more kill. Difficulty setting is Oops, which is like supposedly has the best AI. It's, according to the game, it's the hardest setting, but I don't think it actually is. I think Super is actually harder, according to what I've read and what I've been told by our experts around here. But it is a hard setting for sure. It's not on easy mode. Alright, let's bring everybody back. Apologies in advance for the 11 resurrections we're gonna have to go through here. Super is the only one that's different. Yeah, so Super has extra, I think the enemies have extra health, right? Or they do extra damage, maybe both. Oops is the one that supposedly has better AI. They'll target your healers and your mages first, and then the hero. Yeah, 25% extra attack. I don't know, this is hard enough for me. If I play this game again, I will definitely do a super run, for sure. When I was choosing the difficulty setting at the very beginning of this playthrough, I chose what I thought was the hardest one, but turns out it's not, because I think the way that it's laid out on the screen, it looks like Oops is the hardest, but I guess each has its own difficulties. Let's see how much money we have left after this. Pretty sure that at the end of the day, even if you have to revive your whole team and you lose half your money from the main character dying, you get so much money from killing these enemies that you probably end up at least breaking even, if not more. How do I see my gold? Just have to go to the store. We have spent a lot of time in this castle. Yeah, so I think that's how the game, that's how Shining Force 1 worked, is the enemy would pretty much always go straight for the main character. I guess, is that how Super works in this game as well? Because in this, in the Oops setting, they definitely go for your healer first, every time. And then your mages. Alright, before we go in here, I think I'm going to use some of our stat potions. I'm trying to think, it's like I feel like I should save the stat potions for like when we promote Karna, maybe? Or if we decide to use Randolph. Every single time I'm tempted to use them, and then I think better. This is all the stuff we have saved up. We've got a ton of stat potions. I'm definitely saving the Brave Apples for people that we promote late. I probably should have brought an Angel Wing, right? Oops. I want to take this healing water. That's like a full heal, right? Give that to the main character in case he needs it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just hold off for now. It's so hard to resist using those items, but I think we need to save them for people that we try to promote late. Alright, we're all going west this time. None of this splitting up nonsense. Alright, good luck, Kalini. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it, man. Good luck with whatever issue you gotta deal with. Hope it's nothing too serious. Good to see you as always. Alright, so this should be a little bit easier with our full complement of characters. Just gotta be extra careful to keep our healers alive. Not even so much for the healing itself, but I really need to get them levels. Particularly Freja. I really want to get that aura unlocked. One thing I can do this battle that I couldn't do last battle is use the new spell that Slade learned. I have no idea what that is, but it looks amazing. I hope it's not just like a Blaze clone. Make sure we don't group up too much here too. Don't want to get too much of a freeze bomb dropped on us by this wizard, Necromancer. Who got attacked? Was it main character? Okay. Geralt's really fallen behind too. I feel like everyone always says he's a really good character. Not really doing too much for us these days. Alright, I'm just gonna use this on this guy. Actually, maybe I'll save it since it's an area effect. It's just a Blaze clone? Oh no. How disappointing. Guess it's better than nothing though. Any character that has good melee and spellcasting is always worth using. Although I didn't have the patience to use Arthur in the first game. Use that kind of like magic slash knight combo. Oh my god, there goes our healer. Rip. Fortunately, we have a backup healer. This is our backup healer. She has died 15 times in this game. I try to be careful with the healers in this game, but unsuccessful every time. It gets better? Awesome. Alright, I look forward to that. Yeah, let's just kill this guy. He's got the most damage potential. Well, I can't say this attempt is starting out much better than the last one, but I have a good feeling about it. As long as we can keep our other healer alive. Jeez. I might have to drop Geralt, honestly. People, I forget who it was, but someone was in here saying that Peter and Geralt would, like, carry us through the end of the game. But, doesn't seem to be the case with Geralt. I don't know if maybe I just got unlucky and didn't get him experienced at the right point in the game. But he seems almost useless right now. And considering that we actually have a bunch of characters that we're going to want to add to the party, I think he might be the next one to go. We can only have so many under-level characters in the group, and right now we already have a couple with Cosmo and Slade. Plus, for some reason, I don't know, in our Shining Force 1 run that we did not too long ago, we didn't use Xylo either. Xylo was always one of my favorite characters back in the day. But, maybe I'm just losing interest in the werewolves. We have lost one healer this fight, but at least our big damage dealers are all still alive. That's a start. Hopefully Jaha doesn't get one shot here. Alright, Nazca can heal him. He's one of the most important characters in our group. He's pretty much one of like maybe 2, maybe 3 characters that can actually take a hit at this level without getting 1 or 2 shot. Him and the main character are just about the only ones. And Peter, I guess, as well. I always forget this guy can kind of fly. Keep him in the back though. He's got such good movement, I don't need to take any risks with him. Hopefully we can draw at least 1 or 2 of these guys down. Don't really want to fight them as a group again. Don't get one shot, May. Nice. No worries, Stylen. Good luck. I appreciate you being here, man. Rank 3. Working your way back up, man. You're not far out of second. Oh, man. Brutal. Brutal. We'll get you loaded back up, don't worry. That roulette table is just a cruel mistress. I don't know what you did to the table in your stream, man, but I have such good luck with your roulette table. Mine is rigged. Pretty sure it's 50-50 though. Alright, let's get May out of there. Alright, so I think heal level 3 actually does extra healing. Not quite sure how much. It's a pretty good chunk of healing. 2 fairies for the price of... Well, I guess it's not for the price of 1. It's 10 mana. Man, none of these creatures are taking the bait. I guess we can go out and snipe this guy. I think if anything, we're just pooling them up even more. Now there's 6 of them sitting there, 7. Alright, I'm not gonna take the bait. I'm gonna be as cautious as they're being. Get into a little staring contest here. Finally, one of them. Typical Shining Force, always one move out of range. Guy on this side. How much hell are we going to bring down upon us if we go up and engage this guy? I guess we have to do it, so let's go for it. I'm trying to be super careful here because we just did this fight and got horribly obliterated, so gotta be a little cautious. And those flying characters, they evade so many attacks. I think someone said they have a 1 in 8 chance to evade, whereas non-flying characters have like a 1 in 40, I think. Fortunately, we have Peter. Just gotta keep him alive. Alright, at least those guys are backing off. I'm gonna try not to spread my damage as much as I was last time. I was trying to get a little too greedy, I think. I'm just gonna take down targets. I love how that move looks, but Road is not doing a whole lot of damage these days. Hopefully we'll get a new weapon for him soon. If not, we might have to drop him too. He's definitely one of the candidates to get taken out of the party to get a more interesting character. Alright, we needed that. Got the Screech. Bird on bird violence. Oh wow, I can't believe he didn't kill Slade. I mean, he's gonna get road, but probably could have one-shot Slade. We're gonna lose some of our characters here for sure, but just need enough to survive that we can get to the end of the battle. Just gonna do a level 1 bolt even worth casting. I'm a little hesitant to use bolt level 2 because it takes up all this guy's magic. And what happened last time is we... Oops, never mind. I hit stay by mistake. But what happened last time is we used all his magic and then we didn't have enough to egress. So it's probably better that we just didn't use it there. Alright, Peter, finish this guy off. Alright, just don't get one shot. No! Kinda needed that healing. I think we'll still be okay. We do have a fair amount of healing items. Be nice if this missed. Nope. This is about where we got to last time when we all just started dropping like flies. Just need to keep some of our AoE characters alive for the last 4 guys here. I think we can handle these guys. But we're gonna need some spells to take down that last set. Alright, just finish this guy off. Hopefully. Nope. Remember, we do have 1 AoE spell on Slade. It's 1 shot. Alright, since that Necro just went, I think we're gonna try to kill this guy first. We can pretty much one-shot most of our crew, so focus him down. Guy's running low on magic. I think I have to save the rest of his for 1 big shot on that last group of 4 guys. Alright, let's get this Necro out of the way. I think he can one-shot him. Nope. He did 50 damage to the last guy. He should do it though. Trying to draw 1 or 2 more of those guys down. Might have overextended a little bit there. Especially since that archer is probably going to one-shot her. Oh, nice. He was merciful this time. Definitely going to have to re-up on healing items after this. Alright, I believe this is not an easy battle, but every time something like that happens, Seems a little bit more possible. It's interesting too, because this isn't like a boss battle or anything, but it's one of the harder ones we've fought. You could live through this, May. I believe in you. Nice. This guy's hit so hard, it's crazy. We really need to put some potions in the Slade. As long as the main character has full health, it should be pretty easy to finish this battle. How come you can't fly on this tree? Oh man, this is risky. I'm gonna do it though. Pretty sure the shaman might actually be the boss anyway, so I think if we just take him out, the fight should end, hopefully. Everybody's dodging now. Everybody but May. Alright, let's see if this ends it. Honestly though, I'm actually gonna kill this guy first. Might be a little bit greedy, but Cosmo needs some XP. And if that shaman is the boss, it ends here anyway. Sweet. Alright, only took 2 tries. Zinc. See a robot. He's from the past. He is a robot. Okay, that guy looks cool. I hope we get him. You get a robot in the first Shining Force named Adam. You get him like right at the end of the game. We actually did use him in our playthrough, but you get him so late in the game that it's almost impossible to make him any good. As obnoxious as it is, we have to search all the barrels. Lots of secrets in this game. Good old Tom. Anytime you see a character's name capitalized like that, it usually means you're gonna get them. There are a couple of exceptions, but Fingers crossed that we'll have a robot in our future. Whoa, another dwarf? Styling. I don't know if you're here, Styling, but dwarf alert. It's our third dwarf. Hopefully we actually get this guy. Nice, Styling. You're just in time to see our latest dwarf. He's not part of our party yet, but that is a proper dwarf. All these other guys, no facial hair, weird eyes, creepy smiles. That is a dwarf. I still kind of want the creepy guy though. Alright. Dwarf 3.0. Should we just go with the all-dwarf party? Hey, Angel Wing. Nice, dude. Drive safe. Thanks again for being here. I'm gonna keep this Angel Wing. Been a few times this game where we've run into situations where it would have been really helpful to have one, so hold on to that. The Hobbit? This guy? Sir Astral? Or are you talking about someone else? This kid wet his pants. About all I know about this area. Gotta search this barrel. There we go. Running pimento. It's always the last one you check. Bob Ross. Ruined. Looks like a Sailor Moon character. Can I make that my portrait now? That'd be amazing if you could change it to your portrait. There's gotta be a way. Did they really only put that portrait in for the 2 seconds that you're in this town? Alright, just had to look at it one last time. That is a beautiful portrait. Let me just go back up there. There's so many secrets in this game, I just want to make sure there's nothing up here. Good. Alright, so this is Moun. We have cleared out all the enemies. Got Gan, the dwarf. Don't think there's anything else to do up here. Sweet. Got a robot too, but it sounds like he didn't actually join the force. He's just gonna follow us around. But hey, robot cheerleader better than no robot. The arm of Gollum. Alright, so we're gonna spend the next little bit here Just exploring this town. Got some weapons to buy. We got to restock on healing items. Let me go find the entrance. It's right here, okay. Just want to make sure I don't miss anything. Did not see the armored golem. Should probably search that bookshelf too, but I'm gonna pass on that one. There's a lot of hidden stuff in bookshelves in this game. Yeah, let's get our people back to life first. So what was that? We had, is that 16,000 gold? Interesting. So we actually did lose some gold there. We had to revive our whole team when we got wiped, and we lost half our gold from losing the main character. I think before this fight we had 19,000, maybe? So my estimation of the fact that wiping was not a big deal, I guess it wasn't a huge deal, but we're a bit poorer than we should be at this point. Which probably means there's going to be some weapons that we can't afford right now. But that's alright. Dealing damage has not really been our weakness lately. It's been taking too much damage. We should probably save. Haven't saved since we started today. Alright, we'll check out the weapon shop in a little bit. I just want to finish kind of exploring the town. Get this. Sweet. Hardcore mode, no saves. If this wasn't like a 30-hour game, I would try that. But pretty sure this emulator would crash before we got to the end. Maybe I'll do a marathon stream someday. Do a full playthrough in one sitting. Alright, well we got the Arm of Golem. Pretty sure we'll leave the town if we go over here, so I'm gonna go to the weapon shop. See if we can afford anything. So we gotta pick up some healing items as well. Alright, let's get a couple healing items first. Just wanna make sure we have at least something on everybody. I don't know, Styling. That might be beyond my capabilities. I'd like to try to do like a 24-hour stream someday. I don't think it would be this game though. I do really love this game, but I think if I was going to do a marathon stream like that, it would have to be something that would like really, really hold my interest. This game totally holds my interest for like, you know, 3-4 hours at a time, no problem. But probably have to be something a little bit more like skill involved if I was gonna do, if I was really gonna try for a 24-hour stream. Really make my hands fall off, get the full carpal tunnel going. I would say something like Overwatch, but I'd probably kill myself from the rage if I played Overwatch for 24 hours straight. Or somebody else. I can't get over this guy's portrait. We have to find a way to use him. Alright, that's all the healing we're gonna get. 7 hours your longest? Yeah. Is that on PUBG or? I think my longest so far is like 5 hours. Can't even begin to understand what a 24-hour stream would look like. Maybe we'll do it though. If we ever get partner someday in the distant future, maybe we'll do a celebratory 24-hour stream. Oh yeah, we have that mage staff too. Let me see what I can do with that real quick before I buy anything else. Alright, Kazan can use it. Taya and Tyrant. Kazan's the only one who's actually in our party. It's funny because that looks it looks way worse than this staff. But I guess simple can be better sometimes. Alright, let's see what else we got to buy. Probably only gonna be able to afford like maybe 2 items. Alright, so we got got Chrome Lance. We're not using any knights right now though, so that's not too important. Got a Great Axe, I think we already have that. Iron Knuckles. I think Iron Knuckles are new. Get one of these for Sarah. Yeah, okay, wow, she has 71 attack. That's actually pretty high for a healer. I think she's full up on items though. Yeah, we're gonna have to get rid of one of these. Alright, so these staffs are definitely not upgrades. I'm pretty sure everybody that can use it has the Great Shot already. I'm gonna double check. So it mainly would be May and Road. Yeah, they're good. This Lance and this Axe are the only other things that could even possibly be upgrades. I think we have the Great Axe already on Jaha. Yeah, so I'll just check. Just double check, make sure no one can use this Chrome Lance, and then we'll be on our way. So, we did just make Eric a Pegasus Knight. Might be worth getting it for him. Jaro already has one. I'm gonna hold off until we actually decide to bring Eric into the party. I think we're good. I'm gonna go save one more time, and we'll be on our way. While this is saving, I'm just gonna take a 30-second bio break. I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. Thanks for sticking with me. Alright, so we are done with Moon. Got our 2 healers. I feel like there was someone we wanted to give some stat potions to. Got these running pimentos. Do they give move speed or is it just agility? Couple of power water, some protect milk. Brave apple gives a free level to whoever uses it. Okay, so quick chicken must be for speed or agility or whatever, and then these actually give extra movement points. I think I'm gonna give a running pimento to Freja, since I'm pretty sure we're gonna use him no matter what. Always helps to be able to have your healer move a little bit extra. Who's dying super quick that we don't want to die super quick? Honestly, we probably should give that to our healer as well, right? I'm gonna save the power waters for now. Save the brave apple. One of these does extra magic points. Oh man, I can't remember. I think it's the bright honey is extra magic. I'm gonna give this to our ninja, since he only has like 6 magic or whatever. No idea what the fairy tier does, but we'll hold on to that for now. I could be completely wrong about what these items do, but that's okay. Let's while we're here, let's check out how high level the new dwarf is. Okay, so he's a level 14 gladiator. That's actually pretty high. I think we might want to take him. What do you think, Stylen? We got room for another dwarf? I'd say we do. Let's at least take him for one battle. We need a little bit more staying power. We have way too many people that are dying in like 1 or 2 hits. We could take Randolph, but he's level 1, and he's gonna require some serious work if we take him. So let's take Gan. I'm gonna leave Road behind for now. It's either Road or May. I don't think we need 2 like long-range archer type characters. Road has the better animation, and he looks cool, but I think we're sticking with May. She's been with us since the beginning almost. We'll drop Road for now. We can always switch it up if we need to. Kinda wanna take Jaro too. Little Pegasus Knight action going. Should we take Eric or should we take Jaro? Let's take Jaro for now. I think we're gonna drop Geralt. As much as I enjoy having the werewolf, he's kinda gotten stuck level 5 here. Not really contributing to the team. We'll drop him for now. Worst comes to worst, when we get a couple more brave apples, we can always power level someone pretty quickly. We want to bring him back into the fold. Alright, let's use these items. We'll use the running pimento on, I think, Freja. Okay, so we gained 2 from that. That's actually a lot. I don't know if it's worth using 2 on one character. I think we'll hold on to the other one for now. Probably use it on our other healer at some point. Alright, anything else we need to use? yeah, we're gonna use the bright honey. I think this increases magic, but I'm not totally sure. Here goes nothing. Alright, nice. You might actually be able to get 2 spells off now. Alright. Should be good for now. Okay, so now we're going toward Nazca, I think. I don't know exactly where it is, but it seems like there's only one direction we can travel. And here we are. I love that guy's portrait. I don't know what's up with his eyes, but I like the way he's dressed. Sorry, I just lost my connection to chat again. Just reconnecting right now. Should be back. Apologies if I missed anything. Alright, so that's kind of what we've been going for this whole time, is we've been trying to find a way to get back to the island we started on, which is Grans Island. It's kind of like the hometown of the main character, or the home island at least. Right now we're on the continent of Parmecia, and if I remember correctly, I think this is like one of the last fights in this continent. Kind of a boss fight against that woman who was just talking. This is our first boss fight in a while. Dragon dude. Couple of new enemies here. Alright, so this is Cameela. The Iron Ball. I hope we get that. Alright, so this fight it's certainly possible this fight could take us a few tries. I have a feeling these guys are gonna hit super hard, but it looks like they start pretty far away, so should be able to get into a decent formation before they arrive. This is our first fight with a Pegasus Knight. Alright, yeah, we got plenty of space. I really like flying characters in these games. The extra mobility is super helpful. Can't tell you how many times your characters are like one move range out of being able to do something useful. It's also nice to have a battle where you can kind of just move as far as you want here for the beginning. A lot of battles, if you move too far on your first move, you really get punished. Kind of like XCOM. This is also our first battle with 2 dwarves. We've got our new gladiator Gian and our Baron Jaha. Might have to take a 3rd dwarf for styling at some point. See how it goes. If we get a 4th dwarf, I'm definitely going like 4 dwarves strong. Wow, that movement difference makes a huge difference, right? So he was able to keep up with them, whereas our other healer is going to get stuck behind. I'm going to have to... I kind of want to use the other running pimento on her, but at the same time, I don't think I'm going to use her for the long term, so I think we're going to wait till we get the next Vigor Ball so we can promote Karna, the Master Monk. That epic battle music going. Nothing will prove the adage that less is more than listening to some classic Genesis music. Alright, I'm not going to push any further until we get kind of fully set up in the formation that we want. Go for a little flying V. That's one thing I wish they would change about this game. When you cast a healing spell and you're next to two characters and one of them needs healing and the other one doesn't, it would be awesome if it kind of defaulted to the one that needs healing. But instead, almost like it knows how to frustrate you. Alright, I think Jaha can survive attacks from those two guys up there. These are kind of our two strongest characters. Jaha, the Baron, and the main character. Oh my god. I'm like not nearly careful enough with these guys. I cannot keep these healers alive, no matter what I do. No matter what, healers get one shot. It's really not a big deal to lose your healers from like a winning the battle perspective, but it is actually kind of a big deal to miss out on the experience that you could be getting them. But when you're playing on this oops difficulty, good luck keeping your healers alive. You almost have to keep them so far back that they can't even like participate in the battle. That's what it feels like anyway. I'm sure there's ways I could be doing it right that I'm not. As long as we keep one healer alive, should be okay. Guess that protect milk didn't really do much for good old Frasia there. Kind of sticky situation down here because like all our tanks are up here. We just have to hope we go again before these guys get another shot in. At least we can take this guy out. Just be the one to deal with. Need to pull Kazan back, get him some healing. Of course, this completely exposes our other healer to getting one shot. But again, since we're not really going to be using this healer for the long term, I don't think. Not too worried about her dying. Yeah, we can't get anywhere close to this guy. I'm really bad at sticking to my plans. Gonna have a nice tight formation. We're gonna go in. We're gonna keep the healers safe. Best laid plans. Still got a chance here though. I think this should be okay. A dead bird. We're good. Healer lives to see another day. Not quite sure how strong these Dragon Newt guys are. They're a new enemy we haven't fought before, so okay. Yeah, they hit pretty hard, but as long as they're not one-shotting us, we can get through them. A lot of flying enemies. one-shot him. Guess that's not technically a one-shot. Maybe get this other dwarf up here to the front of the pack. Alright, who else needed healing? Jaro. Oh my gosh. That's another thing that that happens to me a fair amount. I'm rushing my clicks. I click stay instead of trying to go left to hit magic. No big deal. Just a little bit less XP. Kind of an interesting formation for the enemies here that we don't usually have to face. We're super spread out. It's a very wide open map. Alright, let's take out these mudmen. This is kind of the one drawback of not having been able to heal this guy, is we're gonna have to kind of keep him out of the fight for a sec. Alright, so can we one-shot this guy? 40, yeah, we should be able to one-shot him. I think that's worth doing. Since he's one of the few guys... Damn. He's one of the few guys who can actually reach our back line. Forgot how poorly centaurs move in the sand. Never seen a horse run on a beach. It's not a pretty thing. Rely on the extra evasion. Keep dodging Screech. Who we lost so far? I think it's just Screech and Frazius so far. Should be okay. Hey, anytime this guy gets a hit point, it's a big deal. Almost to 30. Alright, so Slade is... Slade's pretty good. He's got a good attack, but without a doubt he's getting one shot by any of these guys that tries to attack him. I think we're going to try to keep him in the back a little bit. Try to bring him in to finish somebody off. He needs levels bad. Focus fire these mudmen down. Tempted to use this guy, but I really don't want to lose him, so keep him in the back for now. Oh, that's not good. Don't really need to pull any extra enemies right now. Pulled 2. But hey, it's a boss fight. It's a boss fight that we're slightly under-leveled for. So at the end of the day, if we have to do it again, I won't complain. It's actually a pretty quick fight too. Nice, easy approach to the enemies. Ooh, do we have the opportunity to bolt here? Let's see. Nope. That's one thing they do a really good job of in this game is keeping the enemies spread out to the extent that it really makes it worthwhile to have AoE attacks. Oh man, that's too bad. I could have finished him off, but I didn't think he was going to get to go that quick. There goes our last healer. I still think we can potentially win this fight. I may be deluding myself, but we still have like 3 or 4 really strong characters. We've got plenty of healing items. Got a couple of ranged attackers as well. No. That is not what we need. Does he have the same weapon as Jaha? I forgot to check before we left. Yeah, they both have great axes. Alright, well, I'm starting to realize just how useless Slade is at this point in the game, at this level. Might as well use up his magic. No, this isn't good. This could very easily be a one-shot. Okay, nice. Oh man, I really want to attack this guy. But I kind of need to heal this character too. I think we'll just put him here and heal him, unfortunately. $69. I really need to start remembering how much damage these spells do. Pretty sure this will be enough to kill him. Alright, I think that was the right one. There goes Slade. Oh wow, he survived. Every time they do the Hellfire attack, it's actually really good for us. Does less damage than their normal attack, I think. Alright, so who's the priority target? It's gotta be these dragon newts. Unless someone's already damaged. Yeah, it's gotta be these guys. Oh man, this is a tough call. This is our best character, pretty much. 95 attack. What's the main character have? 77, yeah, so this guy's by far our best character. So I could either use him to finish this guy off, or I could try to like one-shot one of these other characters. Looking for the guy with the lowest defense. Can he one-shot this guy? I don't think so. I think I'm just gonna kill this guy. Can't be too greedy. Gotta take the kills where you can get them. Every enemy that dies is one less chance for our characters to die. do want to focus the Dragon Nuke down, but kind of want to save Slade if I can as well. Oh, I didn't know they could cast. That's bad. Oh, he's got a Heat Axe, that's why. Fortunately, it's I think only level 2 Blaze. He got Slade, but it's not going to do too much to everybody else. That's actually probably better than him attacking someone directly. Alright, so he just went... Maybe we should just try to finish the Pegasus maybe. I'm gonna try real hard to stick to my plan. Nobody left alive that we really want to get levels for. Everyone's still alive is pretty much relatively high level, so we don't have to be too choosy about who gets kills. This is actually going pretty well considering our healers are dead. We've only got about half the team left. If I was going to pick and choose the characters we had still alive at this point, this would probably be just about the set I would pick. Alright, this is a little bit risky. Do we go for the kill on the Cerberus? I don't think we can do 51 damage. I'm going to put him in the middle here. That way he can't be accessed by anything without ranged attacks. Assuming that our healing items actually last us, we should be okay here. I'm actually kind of disappointed though that the gladiator attack in this game doesn't have the spinny animation from the first game. I'm kind of counting on that. For my own entertainment, of course. There we go. Needed some good news. Buy some more healing items after this. We're gonna use it on Jaha because he's actually gonna be on the front lines. Alright, we're pretty much out of healing items at this point. He's got a Shower of Cure if we really get desperate, or a Healing Rain. Much rather save that for now, though. We're gonna move up slowly and try to draw out that last Dragon Newt. Try to get him to come down. I think those are the last 4 guys, yeah. Does May have any more healing? Oh, she does. She's got 2. Nice. Alright, who else needs healing? Maybe the main character. That's about it. Does this guy have anything? Nope. Alright. We're gonna be super conservative with the movement here. We could probably afford to lose like 1 more character. But it's gonna get dicey if we lose any more than that. Alright, so May has our last healing item. trying to think if we should use it now or if we should wait. I think Gan is, he's probably expendable at this point. I think we need to save the last healing item for the main character. So I'm gonna keep her next to him for now. I'm not gonna use it quite yet. Alright. Not good that they get a free attack, but if it's gonna be on someone, Peter's the guy I want to take that hit. Okay, this is actually kind of... Oh man, I really wish we could reach him. That'd be an opportunity to seize on the separation of that shaman. Since these guys ran away. Maybe Jaro can reach him. So far, so good. Ah, so close. Nice, he can reach him. Alright. Perfect. Got their healer healing himself. Anytime that happens, you know you're doing good. Iron Ball? I was like, what's Iron Ball? Just Blaze level 3, I guess? Alright, that's actually not too bad. Took 2 strong spells to the teeth. And now we can... I'm pretty sure we can use Bolt level 3 on all of these guys. There we go. That's about as good as it gets. Now we just have to hope Cameela doesn't heal herself. I don't know if she's one of those bosses that has regen. A lot of the bosses in the Shining Force series have regen. Now the question is, do we get greedy and try to finish the other characters, or do we just fight the boss? I think we're gonna get greedy. Peter can one-shot this Necro. I think we're in pretty good shape here. Okay. That, though, is not great that she moved that quickly. Because she literally just went. And she gets 2 attacks. Oh my gosh. It's not great because Kazan was probably our highest damage dealer that was left alive. But I still think we're in pretty good shape. Alright, we got the Wish Staff. I guess that hopefully makes it worth killing all those guys individually. I don't know if we would have gotten that staff if we didn't kill him. I'm pretty sure we wouldn't have. Alright, Jaha, do your work. Go on the side in case May can heal him. Hopefully we can surround her. Man, she goes fast. See if she gets 2 attacks again. She does. Okay, so does she get 2 attacks every time? Nice dodge, though. If we can get her surrounded, we can at least prevent her from attacking characters we don't want her attacking. Although honestly, what, she has 30 health left? I'm not too worried. Man, she goes a lot. Crazy. She goes like every other turn. This might be the last hit here. Nope. But I think we're good. Got this, Jaro. Alright, so I think we just beat the boss of Parmecia pretty much. I don't think there's much left on this continent after that. The Sky Orb. Whoa. Cameela Crispies. Can't wait till we get to fight that guy. I don't know what's going on tonight. My chat keeps disconnecting. My apologies if I'm missing anything in chat. Should be back on now. Whoa. I didn't realize we'd fall right down that hole. I just want to make sure there's no items up here. Doesn't look like it. There's always a secret something somewhere or other in this game. Alright, down the hole it is. Whole team in here. Alright, so we only lost 5 characters that fight. Okay, never mind. We lost 7 characters that fight. It's still better than most fights. No, we have quite a few characters. I didn't realize quite how many we had. Of course you do. Whoa. Of course she thinks Jaha's cute. She spent her whole life around Randolph. If you're not familiar with Randolph, bring up his beautiful mug. Is this Randolph? Yeah, it is. Look at that beauty. Now he's blinking. I was trying to have a staring contest with his still portrait before. It did not work out well. This is actually kind of, yeah. So we have the caravan, which is like the mobile fortress that you have, mobile headquarters or whatever. This is our first chance to really interact with a lot of our characters outside of battle, because as far as I know, at least in the caravan, there's no way to interact with the characters. So these are kind of some interesting notes here. Like we found out that Karna likes Jaha. Geralt's doing his best. Good old Rick, as boring as ever. Interesting. I know Kalini mentioned this before, that we should do like a permadeath run except for Peter. I didn't realize he actually would revive himself. He dies so infrequently that it's not something I noticed before. I know, Randolph. You belong in battle. You might have to go full dwarf squad. I love that our caravan has his own spot. It's like you're not a character. Kaya throwing shade over here. What? What does that mean? I think we need to get Higgins some emotional support. Guess that's all we can do here, is just interact with people. Start the show. There's a chest. Nazca cannon. I think just blended into the background. I almost missed that. What's the Nazca cannon do? Wow, that looks pretty cool. We also have that the wish staff. We gotta remember to use that too. Alright, so May can use it. Definitely giving that to May. Can't wait to see what that looks like in battle. And then we got the wish staff. I forget who it's on. guess it's for healers. So it's 1 point better than the Indra staff. Hopefully it has some kind of use to it, like must cast some kind of spell or something. There's no way they would give you an item that has a 1 attack upgrade. But yeah, we'll give that to Parmecia. We'll have to try it out in battle. Alright, so I'm actually really thrilled. We finally made it to the end of this chapter. I'm pretty sure when we launch this ship, we will be leaving the continent of Parmecia. We've been on Parmecia for quite a while now because we took a couple weeks off. Actually, I think 3 weeks off between the last stream of our Shining Force playthrough and today. Playing a bunch of games, doing a bunch of traveling. Excuses, but I am thrilled to have gotten back into this game today and to kind of be wrapping up this chapter. Let's see where this takes us. You like that, Peter? Floors are glass. Wow, that's beautiful. I didn't realize that whole thing was the ship. Guy saying he's 70, he's definitely over 100. Is he an ancient? Is that what that means? Whoa. So that is, what's his name? Zeon? Something like that? He's like the main bad guy. Whoa, okay, so that's Adler, right? The blind guy? He certainly changed a little bit. This cutscene is amazing, by the way. Get one moment of relaxation before the next intense battle occurs. Burn. Can you imagine if this game was voice acted? I like to picture what these characters would sound like. I would do impressions if I had any impression skills, but Can you imagine what Peter sounds like versus Sir Astral? And they're having this back and forth. It's where your imagination comes into play. Someday, I promise you someday there will be a reboot of this game. They're gonna remake this game in like full 4K. It's gonna be beautiful. Fully voice acted. Music's gonna sound exactly the same though. Like a glove. Zink wasn't flying the ship, just standing there. Scene is kind of missing some music. I think that would really set the scene. It's very rare that you get any moment in this game that doesn't have some kind of background music. Interesting. I wonder if we like would have been able to get the Nazca cannon. Okay, we would have. I was gonna say, is she blocking it now? Alright. I hate to do this to you, but we have to go around and see what every single person has to say about crashing. Looks like there's only a couple of common responses. Come on, where's the hidden response? Where's my secret item? Guess there isn't one. I didn't check the werewolf, but we're just gonna have to assume. Alright, so we're off to Ark Valley. I have no idea where I am on the continent here. We're back to our original home continent. Ooh, what's this? I don't know what this is, but let's check it out. Oh, look at these guys. Oh man, can we get a monk? This guy is busy. Why can't I talk to him? That's an evil monk, isn't it? Guessing this might end up being a battle, so I'm gonna search the surrounding areas first. So many secrets in this game. It's awesome that there's this many secrets, but it also kind of makes you feel compelled to, there we go, investigate every single thing. Used to be a priest, now a monk. It's quite the lifestyle change. Welcome home, Stylin'. Thank you for being here, man. I really appreciate you dropping by as always. Love that cheddar emote. I am saving up my pennies to get that emote. Don't you ever change that emote. I'm getting that. For the dwarves, indeed, man. For the dwarves. But yeah, I'll catch you soon, man. Thanks for being here, dude. Alright, let's get everybody back to life. That's literally the best emote on Twitch, dude. did lose a lot of people that last fight, but it was a boss fight, so I'm just happy it only took us... Was that only one try? Alright, so we already chose to promote Eric to Pegasus Knight, which means at this point I don't think we get any more Pegasus wings. So at this point I think it's time to promote Chester. We're probably not ever going to use him, but he deserves a promotion after dying at least 15 or 20 times on our behalf. Got our first paladin of the game. Congrats, Chester. Light refreshments will be served. I think that means we should also promote Rick. At this point, I'm pretty sure we're not going to be using any other centaurs other than the ones we're already using. That being Jaro and May. We do have Eric as Pegasus Knight as well. I guess it's possible we might end up using him at some point. But when you're this far into the game, I don't think there's any reason to hold off on promoting characters unless you're waiting for a special promotion item, which is the case with Karna here. Waiting for a Vigor Ball so we can make her into a Master Monk. So she's about the only character we're not promoting right now. Which I should probably save the game here. Make sure we don't need to cure anyone. Alright, so I mean, we're here at the beginning of part 4, back on Grans Island. I'd say we're pretty, we made some pretty good progress today. We're definitely going to continue for a little bit longer. I definitely want to get to the next town at least. Let's check out this area a little bit more. Make sure we're not missing anything. I feel like there's got to be something here. It can't just be a bunch of monks dancing in a circle and a retired priest. I'm gonna spend a couple more minutes trying to figure out if there's anything else here. The wonderful thing about this game is in most cases you do have the opportunity to go back to places you've already been. That looked like something promising up there with that river. So it's not like Shining Force 1 where you really have like one chance to get, you know, every item or every character. That said, I do like to try to get everything on the first go here. Mermaid time. She's too beautiful for you. This guy is such a lecher. Wouldn't be a complete Japanese game without a lecherous old man. Well, apparently they've met before. He doesn't remember her. Had a little too much to drink that night. Sounds familiar. It sounds like, because there's mermaids in Shining Force 1. I feel like they all their names started with like Shell. Sheila's pretty close to that. I wonder if they're related. This is great. Most classic RPGs didn't have nearly the personality of the characters in this game. I mean, I know it's relatively simple compared to today's standards where every character has to have like 5 levels to be acceptable, but it's pretty interesting to see a relatively simplistic RPG have characters that have at least some kind of interesting personality to them. Red Baron. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on that I don't know what's happening, but we will figure it out as we proceed. Who's Red Baron? What's that in the water there? Whoa. That was impressive. I guess that was her clothes. Made my body into a weapon. Interesting, so she's a Master Monk too. How many Master Monks are there in this game? Interesting. Everyone's been telling me to use Karna and Freyja. How good is Sheila? I didn't even know Sheila was a character. As usual, we're gonna have some tough decisions to make. Is there anything else up here? Doesn't look like it. I wonder if there's any way around here. You're able to get around to the left side there. Where there's one secret, there's usually more. One place we could check again is the upstairs here. Doesn't look like anything. Oh, there we go. Persistence pays off. Never have enough mithril. Alright, so, not quite sure where to go from here, but I feel like we can't end the stream until we actually get to a real town. We'd just be sitting out here in the wilderness. So let's go find that town. This guy's always bouncing. Someday we will fight him. Either that or the game will end and he'll be like our best friend. One of the two will happen. Alright, so it looks like we've got one more fight on our hands. That's pretty cool, actually. That's the first time I've ever seen a Shining Force battle where the enemies start clumped up the same way your team does. That's pretty cool. Alright, let's see if there's anything obvious on this map. Man, this is a big area. Jeez. Alright, so we will give this battle a try. Hopefully we can kind of breeze through it. And then if we get into this next area over here and we head, looks like we have to head west from here. Or south. Oh man. These maps are so big. I just want to get to a town. We'll try one battle. If we end up getting into a second battle, we'll probably save it there. I always like to end my streams in a town though. It's always good to kind of get yourself situated. Couple of new enemies here. Those eagles look new. Those flowers. Are those the prison flowers? Is that what they're called? Purple worm. Mist demon. Griffin. Alright, so 3 new types of creatures. Glad we found that priest at the dojo, though. This is really interesting, actually, that they're all grouped up like that and pretty much not moving. This is gonna be a tough battle if we have to fight them all grouped up like that. Not the biggest fan of these kind of like map-based battles where you just have a lot of travel time. They literally could have cut like 10 minutes off this fight if it just started us a little bit closer. Sorry, though. It does give every battle a little bit of a different feel. Some of them start kind of frantic. Peter and Jaro should be able to handle whatever comes over here. Alright, that's all good. It's just a heat axe. Heat axe is a good weapon, but it is not super threatening when it's being used to cast Blaze level 2. Don't want to get too far ahead of the rest of my team, but they can take 1 or 2 characters, no problem. It's not even the big maps that are the problem. It's like when they start you in an area that's full of trees and mountains, it's super restrictive, especially to certain kinds of characters. But I guess again, that's kind of like part of the strategy of some of these fights. You really have to, you can't just like move without thinking. So I suppose at the end of the day, it's probably a good thing. I'm sure some people get punished for it. We, on the other hand, are gonna mop the floor with these guys. Especially if Peter has his way. Rip Slade, though. I can't keep Slade alive for anything. I think at this point we're pretty much gonna have to use our Brave Apples on Slade or maybe abandon him. He's just so far behind that he gets one shot by everything. And he does okay damage, but not enough to make him like a better pick than other characters. I mean, that's why we dropped Geralt at the end of the day. Who's a pretty interesting character. So is Slade. I mean, he's like the only thief character in any Shining Force, or at least either of the first two Shining Forces. But being interesting is quickly losing its usefulness. He kind of needs to actually do something on these harder fights. So, what did we just get? We just got a Master Monk. It was Sheila, right? I might just go against the grain and say screw it to Karna and just go full Sheila. Is that crazy? I'm just trying to think, because whatever healer we end up using, we're going to want to use the running pimento on them, because you really need the healers to be able to keep up with the rest of the team. That like 2 movement points makes a huge difference. So Jaha is a Baron. Is he the blue Baron? Is that how this works? There's also a red Baron? He's blue. Must be some reason that this other guy's called the Red Baron. We haven't used Neptune all day. Let's just roll out Neptune. Oh, 1 hit point. What a rip-off. Get him, Peter. It is kind of nice having like 1 or 2 characters that you can kind of just casually send out super far ahead of the pack and not have to worry about them. Alright, so that's our new weapon. That is the Nazca cannon. Fires a flurry of arrows. I'm not even worried about Peter, he's so strong. We got this. There's poison. Get your heal on. Oh my gosh. I gotta stop doing that. These experience points for our healers are so precious. I have to be a little bit more careful with my clicks. Good news is Sarah can heal for a lot more. You got poison? Peter, we can't reach him. Let's heal May first. Of course Sarah's the one getting experience when I'm not gonna use her. Maybe I just will use Sarah. For all these new healers and fancy new characters we've got, maybe we'll just stick with good old Sarah. But seriously, not probably not. I like Sarah, but she's a little bit boring. There's too many characters in this game that are both interesting and strong to opt for a character that's neither. Damage. Where'd that come from? Just gotta be careful with these griffins. Yeah, we're gonna take the griffin out first. I guess if we could get one of these heat axes. We fought a bunch of dwarves with them, or a bunch of enemies with them, and haven't gotten one yet for ourselves. Oh man. It's been happening a bunch lately. One-hit characters. Ho-hum another level for Peter. Alright, we just gotta make sure we cure his poison before he goes again. Pretty sure this isn't gonna kill him, but should get him close enough. Should be like 37-ish. Wow, 46. Kazan's really strong though. Yeah, another one health character. Crazy. That's like the third guy this battle. Alright, so can he detox? Can. So I think we're gonna detox Peter with him. And then we'll heal with Sarah, because she has level 2 heal. What's up to everybody who's dropping in and out of the channel? My viewer number's going up and down super fast. I hope if anyone is actually there, you're having a good time. Feel free to say hello, drop a message in chat. Oh man, I healed the wrong guy. That's what I get. It's alright, Peter should still live. And some of these guys really need mobility boosts. Alright, so we did finally get a heat axe. Alright, good. I wonder how much better that is than the great axe. Oh no. Should have killed the griffin when I had the chance. What? Okay. I was gonna say, I thought that was like Bolt level 3 or something. Muddle is probably like the least effective spell in the game. It pretty much does nothing. I mean, it does silence characters, I think. So we did just silence our priest, our vicar, but that's okay. Oh my gosh. We've had really bad luck this fight. We're good though. Another 1 health character. That's 4 this battle. Guess we're just at that point in the game. Alright, level 2 Apollo. Whoa. So that's what Muddle does. I thought Muddle was like a silence spell, but I guess it's a confusion spell. Good to know. So our priest is confused too. Gotta be a little bit more careful then. I thought Muddle was... I'm pretty sure Muddle didn't do that in the first game. It'd be great if you just like randomly healed someone. sure he was fine. Did he say he was fine too? No, he's still muddled. Does she have the ability to cure that? I wonder if detox would actually heal that or not. I'm gonna guess it will not. I think you need a fairy tear, fairy powder or something like that to heal other status effects. Alright, let's get our mage back up. Oh my gosh, that's the second time this fight that I healed the wrong character. I'm in a clicking frenzy right now. It's alright, we don't really need any of these particular characters here. Just need at least like a few of them to survive this next set of moves here. Alright, I'd rather have him attack than cast Muddle. Let's get rid of this guy first. Fortunately, he went for the sorcerer, not the healer. And we dodged. Hopefully it wears off now. Still didn't wear off. Alright, let's use some spells while we can. Actually, we can't even do anything. What's the mage staff do? It's crazy how many items in this game have some effect. I wonder what this one does. I guess it's about that point in the game when I need to start taking some status effect cures with me. Hasn't really come into play much this game so far, but we're gonna be getting confused. That's pretty serious. Alright, she's out of magic, so she's not even technically a healer at this point. If the main character slices her up next, it's not the end of the world. Get rid of this guy first. And she got pretty strong with that new weapon, the Nazca cannon. She wasn't doing nearly this much damage before. Oh wow, somehow both our healers are still alive. This is definitely the furthest we've ever made it into a battle with both our healers alive. Let's get Jaha going. Alright, let's finish this guy off. Fight's looking alright. At least there's no boss characters we have to worry about. I'm gonna have to do some oh, that's not great. I'm gonna have to do some research after this stream to see if, like, what characters are the least used characters. Oh man, all these bloodmen. Things were looking so good until that happened. Still think we need to get this guy out of the way. I'm sure some of the least used characters are like the really boring ones. But like, for example, I feel like Gan, the dwarf there, the gladiator, I can't imagine people use him too much. I bet he's more used than Randolph though. I feel like Randolph might be the least used dwarf. Alright, let's see what the level 2 Apollo does. Let's see if we can one-shot one of these mudmen. Nice. 72 damage. Jeez. Oh, he is. Oh my gosh. That's not good. I forgot he was still confused. at the end of the day, it's not like the worst thing that could happen. He did just use all his magic on our own team. This is getting a little dicey here. As long as those healers can keep the mage up, though, I think we'll be okay. Nice, that helps. Yeah, I think we need to keep the mage up. If he can do 72 damage a shot with that level 2 Apollo, he's worth investing all our healing into. I forgot she's out of heals. Fortunately, she has a healing drop though. Alright, we should be able to take one more hit. Every hit he can take should mean another kill, so worth it. If anyone's still watching, my viewer number is going all over the place, but feel free to drop a line of text into that chat. Love to hear from people. If you prefer to remain silent, that's totally fine as well. Man, that guy's strong. Yeah, that's why our one rule in the chat is don't be shy. Shy people are totally welcome, of course. But, hard to overstate the amount that having people talk in chat helps keep streamers engaged and keeps the stream going, really. I can babble nonsensically to myself all day long, but not as fun. Long-range characters end up hitting super hard usually. That wasn't too bad. I guess it was because it was Jaha. Got really high defense. Alright, some healer on healer healing. Just need to get this guy a few more levels and he should get Aura. Not quite sure exactly when he gets it. Okay, he got Aura. That is huge for us. That's our first AoE healing spell that we've gotten all game. And we are many hours into this game. That's awesome. And he still has plenty of magic too, which is great. And this guy's been relatively untouched this fight. Yeah, this is a good spot. I want to kill this bow rider. I gotta just make sure I don't clump up my guys so that they get roasted by this mage over here. Chaos Wizard. Oh, is that level 4 Blaze? I think that's a single target spell. Careful of that. Keep this guy kind of waiting in the wings here. do this, Jaha. You got this. Nice. Oh, always a second attack. Always when you really don't want it to happen. That's alright. I think we're good. I wonder if those other guys, the guy that was just attacking has a Nazca cannon too. I feel like the Nazca cannon should be a unique weapon since it came off the Nazca ship. He had the same attack animation. So he's a hyper cannon. Okay. Alright. Is it time for an aura? I think it is. The first AoE heal that we've had all playthrough. It's not going to accomplish a ton, but it's alright. Get the experience. 25 XP, that is huge. He's going to level up so much faster now that he has that. Rip Jaro. Alright, she's out of magic, so time to just attack with her. Her attack's actually not that bad for a healer. Too bad she missed. How you miss a giant mud person. Nice, perfect, okay. Kinda needed that. This should be doable. Even though we got surprise attacked by all these extra mudmen, I think we're good now. Who do we think the boss of this fight is? It's gotta be the Chaos Wizard here, right? It's either him or this Bow Rider, but I don't think they would make the boss a archer. So let's try to take the archer out first. Don't really need to max the XP at this point. The characters that are still alive, as usual at this stage of the game, are all super strong already. So I think this is the strongest spell we can cast. I do want to try that. Actually, we already tried level 2 Apollo. It did, what, 72 damage? These 25 XP aura casts coming. That's gonna be level 20 in no time. Doesn't really heal that much, but being able to heal multiple people is so helpful. He's just healing. At this point we might as well just farm the XP. We just have to be careful of the Chaos Wizard there. With level 4 Blaze actually does a lot of damage. As long as the main character has a decent amount of health though, we're fine to just farm these guys. She's dead, but that's okay. 45 damage, wow. Hopefully this finishes this guy off. Nice. Alright, we're getting there. I don't see any reason... Oh, that was the boss. Interesting. I can't remember too many fights in this game where an archer was the boss. I thought for sure it'd be that Chaos Wizard. Alright, so... we can either go south or west here. Not really sure which one we need to go to, but... south first, I guess. There's the town. Come want to go too far in that direction. Probably end up triggering another fight. Alright, so we found our town at least. This is our first town of Chapter 4. Good thing too is we made it through that fight without dying, so we should have a fair amount of money to spend here. Let's get our people back up first. 28k. After we revive, we should have around 25k at least. That should be enough for 4-ish new weapons. One thing that they really could have added to this game, I'm not sure if they did in future iterations, like after Genesis was done with, and they have some Shining Force games on Sega CD and Game Boy Advance even. But yeah, it would be armor. Because in this game all you can really equip is a weapon and a ring. Occasionally there's like random items you can put on characters to change their costumes and stuff like that. But kind of interesting because in Shining in the Darkness, which was the precursor, I think, to Shining Force, you actually do have like a helmet slot, like an armor slot. A couple other, I think you have like 3 or 4 different armor slots, so it'd be nice if they had that in this. Just add a little bit extra depth to it. Alright, we're not going to save yet because we are going to go explore this town. Let's go check out the weapon store. Always check your barrels. Let's see what we got waiting for us. We did get that heat axe too, right? Let me check that real quick. Who got the heat axe? Alright, so the heat axe is an upgrade. I'm gonna give it to Jaha for now. Alright, so we already have all of this stuff. Nothing new. Got to a whole new town and there's no new weapons. That's kind of weird. That doesn't happen too often in this game. Already got great axes for everybody except for Randolph. You might use Randolph. I really like Randolph. But currently he's not in our party, so I'm not going to waste money on him. Alright, yeah, so I guess nothing new. Although I can... Actually, you know what? I have an extra great axe. I'm going to give that to Randolph. Just in case. Means I can sell that axe. Else to sell. I feel like, yeah, we've got a couple things to sell here. I kind of want to use Sheila. Level 15 Master Monk. She's got to be decent. I'm gonna have to check what she has. If she has Aura, I'm definitely using her. Space. You always want all your characters to have at least one spot open, because if they kill an enemy that has an item on them, They needed an open spot to be able to actually pick up the item. However, if you do miss an item like in that way, you can usually buy it at the weapon store in the deals section. Alright. Let's see what else is going on in this town. Dwarven blacksmith. We have a ton of mithril. Hopefully we'll find a way to use it sometime soon. Been carrying this stuff around all game. Grans Forest. I guess there's a chunk of mithril here somewhere. Actually, I did want to check Sheila. So she doesn't have Aura. She does have Muddle, which I thought was a terrible spell, but actually turned out to be pretty capable last fight. But yeah, level 2 heal and boost. Boost is good, but she's not super inspiring. Level 2 heal is just not enough. I'll have to look her up online and see if she does get Aura. Kinda need Aura to be useful at this stage of the game, or at least like a high level heal. Always check your deals, never find anything. That's alright. Alright, so I'm pretty sure Fairy Powder is the status cure. I'm gonna take at least one of those with us. Drop one on May. You never know when you're gonna need a status cure. Just make sure we have enough healing drops. When in doubt, you want to make sure every character has at least one of these. Never know when they're going to get separated from your healers, or your healers are going to be dead. Wouldn't mind it. Is that why there's no new weapon upgrades in this town? Because we're supposed to go make mithril weapons? Guess that would make sense. That got dark real quick. Actual corpse just sitting in that bed. Can't we like cast heal level 3 on him? Shouldn't that work? We all know what happens when robots get angry. Sweet. Okay, we're definitely taking Zinc with us. Have to figure out who to drop from the party. Did we talk to that guy? Alright, if I leave the town, are we gonna get stuck in a fight? Let me go save real quick. Because I think I don't really want to do another fight. I think we're probably gonna call it here in a sec. Stick around though if you don't mind. Wouldn't mind raiding one of my fellow streamers. Alright, so no fight. So we can actually at least go out and figure out who we're gonna drop out of the party. Because I am 100% taking the robot with me. I don't know what he does, but we're gonna find out. Alright, so we're saving the spot that Sarah has for when we decide on our next second healer. She's probably gonna get dropped at some point, but hold on to her for now. Jaha's a Baron. He's our only Baron. He's staying. Kazan's our best sorcerer. Slade is absolutely useless right now because he's only level 5, but we're gonna hold on to him too. I have committed to keeping Cosmo in the party even though he has his flaws. Peter is our best character. He's the boss. Screech, I like Screech. Greja. So it's really Jaro or Gan, and I kind of am inclined to keep the flying character, honestly. So I think Gan, as much as it's been fun to have you in the team for a fight or two, we're gonna replace you with a robot. Only got room for one dwarf, I think, at this time. If we have a second dwarf, I think it's gonna be Randolph. Look at that face. That's a precious face. I just want to pinch it. Alright, so we have made it into part 4. We have returned to Grans Island. I'm so happy that we got back here. We have completed part 3. The entire island of Parmecia is in our rear view mirror. We're in the town of Roft. I think this is a good stopping point to kind of get ourselves into our continuation of this playthrough next Wednesday. My name's InfernalColonel. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern. Sega Classics every single Wednesday. Realm of the Mad God on Mondays. Doing Fallout 76 on Fridays right now. We do kind of varieties on Fridays and hop from game to game, but right now it's Fallout. So yeah, thank you so much to everyone who's been here. I really, really appreciate your time. Really appreciate you giving me a chance if you haven't been here before. If you enjoyed what you saw, please consider giving me a follow. It really helps the channel. Good way for us to stay in touch if you ever want to come back. If not, no worries. Really appreciate you being here anyway. I'm going to look for someone to raid. So if you don't mind sticking around, even just for a moment, so I can toss a few viewers someone's way, would be much appreciated. Going to go raid our good friend of the channel, I'm Styling on You. So yeah, thanks for being here. Had a really good time tonight. And now, if you don't mind, join me in raiding I'm Styling. Thanks again, guys. Really appreciate you being here. I'll catch you soon.